Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In the great country of Romania, we have many sayings. One of them sounds like this: Bețivii și copiii spun adevărul. In English translation, that would mean the drunks and the children always tell the truth. Now, I'm not a child, therefore, all right. So what's going on here? I'm going to give you some information on Israel, the Jewish state, the Houthis, Yemenis, the Palestinians, and so on. The Iron Dome sucks. We knew this. It's just that the media, how do you call them, operatives were telling us it's fantastic. Why? The military-industrial complex has to make big profits. What do we have here? New developments in Yemen. Sputnik. Palestine 2. What is known about Yemeni missile that can beat Israeli defenses? Oy vey. Did you know that about the Jew? All right. The Yemeni Houthi movement has moved to put yet another dent in the reputation of Israel's air defenses by carrying out a missile strike against a power plant located in Haifa. For this attack, the Houthis used Palestine 2 hypersonic missile that, according to a statement issued by the movement on January 5, successfully reached its target. I personally have big doubts that the Houthis have hypersonic missiles. First thing, I don't know. No, man, I can't digest that. Here's what is currently known about this weapon. Palestine 2 is a two-stage solid fuel missile domestically produced in Yemen. Why I don't believe this? The Americans are struggling to have a hypersonic missile that is workable. Cheers, Norok. This is my wine. This is Concord and Crystal. Concord made by me with the planted vines, picked, crushed, squeezed, nothing added, no sulfates and nothing. It's like the blood of, oh, you like my, I injured my boo-boo. Okay, here it is. Always, want me to fix something? Duct tape is the answer. Very sweet. All right. The Americans, who are very inventive and innovative, they can't really have a hypersonic missile released. They say they have it, but they can't guide it yet. But the Yemenis, the Houthis have it. Even if you say the Iranians gave it to them, I still have great doubts they have it. All right, let's see. Let's go over this. With a range of estimated about 2,150 kilometers, Palestine 2 can be considered a medium-range missile. Its warhead payload is believed to be about 500 kilograms. That's about 1,100 pounds. Believed to possess top speed of about Mach 16 and a maneuvering capability. Maneuvering with what? With satellites? Yemen has satellites. Palestine 2 also ranks as a hypersonic missile. I don't believe that, personally. Right? Palestine 2 attacks on Israel. On December 31st, the Houthis announced a Palestine 2 missile strike against Ben Gurion Airport in Tel Aviv. On December 20th, a Palestine 2 missile strike was launched against Israel Nevatim Air Base in Negev region. On December 16th, an Israeli military target in Tel Aviv suburb of Jaffa was hit by a Palestine 2 missile. On December 11, the Houthis declared that they hit an Israeli military site in Tel Aviv using a Palestine 2 missile. This is what they say. I don't know, my friends. I have no idea. Let me show you a map so you understand who's who, what's what. The Houthis are located are dwelling in this area in Yemen, okay, in western Yemen. The Jewish state is right here, the ones that are the chosen ones, right here. So these guys, over there, why? Because the Americans, the Brits, and other servant states are defending the chosen ones in the Red Sea. Okay, so let's move on. Associated Press. Israel struggles to deter escalating attacks from Yemen's Houthi rebels as other fronts calm. Calm? Man, this is a war crime. The rockets from Gaza have mostly fallen silent. A ceasefire with Hezbollah militants in Lebanon has taken hold, but repeated fire from Yemen's Houthi rebels, the far foe, is providing a stubborn threat for Israel. Okay, Americans, go and die for them, right? The Iran-backed Houthis are stepping up their missile attacks, sending hundreds of thousands of Israelis scramble for shelters in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. Okay. Scaring away foreign airlines. Ooh, so that's when foreigners have to intervene. Fucking cunts. And keeping up what could be the last major front in the Middle East wars. Now, Iran is baby doll. You have to make the Americans fight the Iranians, and then Israel wins. It's like musical chairs, said Yoni Yovel, 31, who left Pop. Okay, Israel has repeatedly bombarded ports, oil infrastructure and airport in a Houthi-held capital of Sana'a, some 2,000 kilometers, 1,200 miles away. Israeli leaders have threatened to kill central Houthi figures and have tried to galvanize the world against the threat. No, not the world. 3 servant states, US, the Brits, and other whomever, the Germans maybe, because they are guilty of nothing. But the Houthis persist. Oh my God, they simply won't die. In recent weeks, missiles and drones from Yemen have struck nearly every day, including early Friday morning, setting off air raid sirens in broad swaths of Israel. In some cases, the projectiles have penetrated Israeli sophisticated aerial defense systems, most recently toppling an enemy school, empty school, yeah, because that's what the Yemenis are doing, and shattering the windows of apartments near an empty playground where one missile landed. You see, playground, empty school, you got your fucking, how do you call that, empathy out for this? Okay, next one. We find out that the US Congress is notified by the dead Biden administration of a planned $8 billion weapon sale to Israel. And this Jewish Secretary of State of the United States of America is all for it. You got that? The State Department, which is the Secretary of State, which is Mr. Blinken Stein, has informed the Congress, just to inform you, motherfuckers, of a planned $8 billion weapon sale to Israel. US official says as the American ally presses forward with his war against Hamas in Gaza. All right. You see, I made this on the 1st of January 2025. US sends $22 billion in weapons to Israel since October 7th. Okay? October 7th. That's 78% of Israel's arms supply. Who's in charge? Who should dictate to whom? That means the Americans should dictate to the Israelis, correct? If you give them 80% of their weapons, you should be in charge. But you're not. You're the jackal. Cheers, no rock. Baby doll. All right, next one. The New York Times. Israel struggles to halt attacks from Faraway, Jesus Christ. See, wine, good wine. Faraway foe wants off radar, even as battles with its enemies, because everybody wants to attack the Jewish state. The perpetual victims on its borders appear to be winding down. Israel is being challenged by intensifying attacks by the Houthi militia in Yemen 1,000 miles away. Jesus Christ. Superstar from here to here. Oh my God. Next one. Sputnik. Yemen's Houthis mobilize to fight the imbeciles, US, Israel together, because we're together in this. No, we're not. We're just servants. Prepared to welcome enemies to great hell. All right, so these guys, the Yemenis, the Houthis, hate us because of the Jewish state who fights a self-defense war. Okay, you got that? Right here, the Yemen people are eager to engage in conflict with the nation's enemies and have been shouting the blah 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 to Israel slogan for the past 20 years, besides confronting the military equipment that would be deployed by the US and the regime against it. You got it? So somehow you and I and my beautiful wine are in this war with the Yemenis for our allies. Got that? All right. A child, go and fight for Israel. Okay? All right. Drunks and children tell the truth. Should zip it. All right, let's see what's going on here. India.com. Did Israel explode a small nuclear bomb in Syria? Spike in radiation, reports say. Reports have added that the European Union Radioactive Environmental Monitoring found that the amount of radiation increased in Turkey and Cyprus hours after the intense blast, pointing towards a small nuclear attack. The Nordic Times. Israel drops, quote-unquote, earthquake bomb in Syria. On Sunday night, the Syrian sky was lit up by burning fireballs. As a result, Israel dropped heavy bombs on Syria coastal region of Tartus. One of the explosions was so devastating that it measured 3.0 on the Richter scale and was recorded by earthquake sensors in other countries. Now, was that a nuclear weapon? I don't know. Now, do I think Israel would use nuclear weapons? I am 100% certain that the Jewish state, if it possesses nuclear weapons, that we don't know yet, and nobody bothers to count and check it out, will drop nuclear weapons on USS Liberty if they want. And the Americans will say, shut up. All right, my friends, you know who's who, what's what? All right, my friends, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong. Stay smart, not much with wine. Look for the truth and be just.